Ladies and gentlemen, our nation faces a grave new threat in this millennium. A threat more dangerous than terrorism, reality TV, and the zombie apocalypse combined. A threat that needs to be eradicated and wiped out sooner rather than later. I am, of course, talking about country music. I can feel some of you pulling away from me, and that's okay. I don't mind being alone here on my mountaintop. But I'd like you all to listen and possibly join me in the revolt. As I figured many of you in here do like country music, and let me be honest, I'm not here to condemn you of your ways, and I'm merely here to help you to see the light. I'm like Obi-Wan or Dumbledore. I am simply here to show you your own potential and usher you in a new and exciting world. Now, I'm not saying we should rise up and start exiling our country stars to Guantanamo Bay. No, that's too extreme at the moment. But I do think a strong ban, similar to Prohibition, should be enforced. Now, most of you country music fans are probably thinking, now how can he be so against a harmless musical genre? Harmless, I say. Would a harmless musical genre lead you to your possible death? Yes, that's right. A study was conducted by Stephen Stack of Wayne State University and Jim Gudlack of Auburn University on the link of suicide rates among country music fans. Quote, the result of a multiple regression analysis of 49 metropolitan areas show that the greater the airtime devoted to country music, the greater the white suicide rate. The effect is independent of divorce, southernness, poverty, and gun availability. The existence of a country music subculture is thought to reinforce the link between country music and suicide. Now, I know what you're thinking. Anybody can come up with statistics. 37% of us know that. But what about from our own personal experiences? In my own life, when things are going great and I'm on top of the world, what do I say? I'm living like a rock star. And I know I'm not the only one who's saying that. But when things are at the worst and one can't seem to catch a break, what do we say? My life is like a country western song. That's right. We associate the bad times with country songs. And we can't blame ourselves for thinking of this when country themes such as Let's Get Drunk, My Man is Cheating on Me, My Truck Broke Down and My Dog Ran Away are so prevalent. Now, if I haven't convinced you yet, maybe a taste of some actual country lyrics might assuade you of its awfulness. I'd like to, if I may, quote the work of Mr. Trace Adkins. Excuse me. Hustlers shooting 8-ball, throwing darts at the wall, feeling damn near 10 feet tall. Here she comes, Lord help us all. Old T.W.'s girlfriend done slapped him out of his chair. Poor old boy, it ain't his fault. It's just so hard not to stare at that honky-tonk badunkadunk. Keeping perfect rhythm make you want to sing along. Got it going on like Donkey Kong. That was Mr. Trace Adkins' hit song, Honky Tonk Badunkadunk. Now, I want you all to remember that musicians are our society's poets. Now, think about that. 100 years from now, Honky Tonk Badunkadunk could be in the same league with a sonnet by William Shakespeare or a poem by Robert Frost. Is that the legacy we want to leave to future generations? Is that how we want our ancestors to remember us? No is the answer to all of the above. Now, in the end, is country music the greatest threat facing us today? Well, for the purposes of this speech, yes it is. It is a force that must be reckoned with. And as the old joke goes, what happens when you play a country song backwards? You get your dog back, you get your wife back, and your truck gets fixed. And what is the best way to prevent all those things from happening in the first place? Banning country music. Thank you, and God bless America.
Oh my God, Karen, I guess you even like to speech.
I loved it. That was the best speech of the year so far.
That's pretty funny.
That was great.
No, it's true. I've heard
Like, I'm not reading the whole thing.
Oh, no, that's so funny.
That was good. I liked it.
I liked it.
I liked
Who did we
it.
give responsibility for that to? Eureka.
I'll do it.
Oh, is she not here? Oh, you're right, she isn't here. Okay. Alma, you did get a chance to do one before, so we'll have you do this one now.
I found your speech very, very entertaining. It had a lot of humor to it, and I like that, like, every emotion that you did had to do with what you were saying, and even though you did look at your cards, it was more for, like, it felt like it was part of your speech to look down there to, emphasize whatever you were saying, and yeah, overall it was really good. It kept me very interested.
All right, well, this would be a speech that would have worked really well for the presentation speeches that we did, where I told people you could kind of do a speech to entertain, because this would fall in that category. This is really more of a speech to entertain than it is a persuasive speech. Although it has a persuasive theme to it, the truth of the matter is that the impact that you're having is a result of facetiousness and ridicule, as opposed to reasoning and argument. And it's fun. Let's face it, everybody, I think, enjoys getting a chance to kick something that they may not like, or even if they do like it, enjoy listening to somebody else kick it. So we're getting that opportunity here, and you make some fun points there. Of course, from a reasoning process, there are huge stereotypes and generalizations going on here that are a little bit problematic. When we talk about comparisons to the alternative forms of music, believe me, there are plenty of fantastic lyrics from rap, from pop, from rock, from hip-hop, that would make honky-tonk bodonkadonk sound like a Shakespearean sonnet by comparison. So I think maybe the country music are being discriminated against primarily because only the white people are killing themselves as a result of listening to it. We need some other statistical information on this. Your delivery on the speech is fun. You've got lots of energy. You use the pausing and the paces very effectively to make your point. So all the vocal stuff is solid. Your eye contact, I know that the idea is, sometimes you're looking away deliberately and then you're giving us that double take thing, and that worked really well, but you do have to use the cards a lot, and that's a little bit problematic if you're talking about this and you really are sincere and it's supposed to come across nearly like a sermon that you're giving. Then I think maybe you want to be a little bit more forthright with us. Okay, and it's fun. It's a fun way to finish off. Whether it meets all the requirements for the assignment is another issue, but you did a nice job with what you did here. All right, thank you.